It's been poured. You know what that means. It's time for Backlot Tours. And I'm your tour guide, Captain Zach, and the Beans.
You can also call me Jana.
Stop doing that. Own it.
One day
I'm
I
not going to
will.
call you Jana during the thing. It's disgusting.
Thanks for calling my name disgusting.
No, I just don't like saying your name like that. It's just so weird now. You don't ever use my name.
I use your name all the time. Zach.
You say Zach Attack or
Zach Snacks.
Snackery.
Or Snackery.
Snackery.
I use your name.
Ugh.
So, jumping in. We are talking about the best Disney changes, updates that they have made in the parks, Disney World specifically. And if we have time to get to it, we're also going to go through the worst. If not, that'll be a separate episode.
I feel like I have more worst ones than good ones.
I made an even list.
I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off you because you look like you have a novel in front of you. So
I like to come prepared.
I like to wing it.
Go ride.
Upgrading or updating a ride. It's not like completely
yeah, we pretty much already
changing a ride.
discussed the ride updates we feel should happen or should completely go away. So this is going to be more focused on
Upgrades.
not as much ride stuff. So first off, adding FastPass, which I think that happened like in the late 90s, early 2000s. The classic old system where you could just go and stick in your ticket and the machine would spit out a time, and it was awesome. And
Yeah.
it was a
the
game
Wild
changer
West.
when it came out. And then I think another great update was when they changed that to FastPass Plus, which is when if you were a resort guest, you could book 3 Fast Passes per day online 60 days out from your arrival. If you were not staying at a resort, it was 2 weeks out. And I love that system. I thought it was great. And I honestly hated it at first, but then when I went to Disneyland Paris and they were still on the old Fast Pass system, I was just like, yes, we'll be able to get like so many more Fast Passes. And I think we were only
False.
able to get like 1, maybe 2.
False.
So it was not good.
I mean, I'm gonna go with my top one would be the line queue for the Haunted Mansion. I mean, I'm looking at some of the statues right now, and I think the line queue, the interaction you get, was lovely. Even though I feel like we never get to go through it anymore, but
Yeah, because we're always fast passing that.
Yeah.
I mean, and not just for Haunted Mansion, but like they did it for other rides too. Like they did it for Space
Peter
Mountain,
Pan.
Peter Pan. Although the Space Mountain one
I don't
wasn't
care about the Space Mountain. That
as
one's like
good,
disruptive.
and
I
they've
feel
already like turned off those screens because I think it was too much of a high touch point post COVID.
I mean, it was just kind of. I think people would be like stuck there and sitting, and people would get annoyed that they're not moving 10 feet. So they're like, "Oh my god, move!"
Yeah, that one was
I
a
wanna
little
play
too
the land
distracting.
game,
Although
too.
the Peter Pan one's a little distracting too because everybody's trying to spot where Tinkerbell is or wait to see her. But it's still a good line queue because that is
think line
always
queues are
such a long line.
But I think line queues in general need to get updated just because sometimes they are boring. Even though I love like Tower of Terror hasn't really changed and I love that line queue. I love Pirates line queue just because it's nice and dank and cold.
Air conditioning.
But
And
like
awesome music.
yeah, but like I think there's a lot that could use a refurbish or something else to do. I mean even like stuff like Winnie the Pooh has interactive stuff even though we
Yeah.
never do it. Small World doesn't have anything.
Yeah. But Small World is like you can see the ride from the thing.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's usually a pretty quick line anyway, so I don't think it really needs one. All right, so moving on. I think adding Jack Sparrow to Pirates.
Yeah, that
I
was a
remember
plus.
they did that in 2003. That's when the movie came out. And no, they didn't do it in 2003. It's 2004 that everything was added. And I remember just riding that with Brandy and being so excited. I mean, we also had like the biggest crush on Johnny Depp too, but it was just like,
Well, also in California, he is actually in the ride sometimes.
not anymore.
Well, I mean, but I'm surprised they didn't like riots or something that happened when he did that. But
Yeah.
he also did it for like Alice in Wonderland. He would be in the
The
little interactive
Yeah.
thing and be talking to people.
On the Pirates note, the Pirate Scavenger Hunt.
Oh, that is a good one.
If you've never
Not really
done
an
that, you
upgrade,
should
but
check-
it's like just something new.
well, it's
it
an
wasn't really
update.
anything.
It's an update. It's a change.
If you want,
something
if you want a
different.
no line fun, it's the best
Or,
thing to
yeah,
do.
if it's like busy, if you're just trying to burn time or something, or just have fun.
But yeah, that's one of the best things to do.
It's so
when
much
there's
fun.
no line for that. So
Kids love it too.
kids love it too. You get them an ice cream cone and you send them on their merry way.
Galaxy's Edge.
Is that an upgrade? That's like an add-on.
It's like an addition. It's a change.
That's not an update or anything like
How's
that.
that not an update?
Because it's building rides. That doesn't count.
It's building an atmosphere.
Oh, it's building an atmosphere. That's like me saying like Toy Story Land because they just built a whole like doesn't
I'm not
count.
big on Toy Story Land.
Yeah, but it doesn't count. Like that's like a whole area. These are like updates to rides or like menus or something. This is not a major renovation. Talk about adding Jack Sparrow to a ride, and then you're like, oh yeah, and building a whole Star Wars wing to the whole park.
Okay.
Doubling the size of the park.
How about
That cuts off half your list.
so then you're not going to go for Pandora, then, are you?
No, that doesn't count either. That's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the exact same thing.
The Star Tours update
Oh yeah,
when they
that
changed it
counts.
completely.
Adding new stuff.
Yeah.
Getting rid of DJ Rex.
I always liked the Star Tours update, but I always missed the old ride. And then when I was at Disneyland Paris, they have the old ride there, and I rode on it, and it really just was not as good. Obviously, they changed it and it's better now, but like,
Well, it's also nice that you just get like a completely different experience every time, and they're adding more. So
I know, just announced.
they really just need to do Boba Fett and Mando stuff instead of 7, 8, and 9.
So you're probably not going to go for New Fantasyland.
No, that's not the same thing.
I mean, it's a good addition, but it's overall disappointing.
You're like, it's good, but it's not.
New Fantasyland.
No, I said no.
Magic bands. Magic bands.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I remember
Those are things, yes.
Cassidy got so mad about the magic bands that they were spending like millions of dollars on it. And I was just like, I think this is wonderful. So I remember we were staying at probably an All-Star or something. It was after we had gotten married, so it might have actually been a Caribbean beach. I think we had upgraded at that point.
Mid-level.
And I was fumbling around, holding my phone, trying to get my room key out and not being able to do anything. And I dropped my phone and it hit the railing and the phone case like shattered. And it was an R2D2 phone case that like I really loved. And the whole time I was just like, they need to make something where like I'm not doing this crap, where I can just
She's making a lot of hand motions.
touch something and I can get in. And then they did, and it was wonderful.
And then they did it. It was wonderful. You can use your phone to get in now, too.
You can.
I had to use that several times last trip.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
kept forgetting my magic band.
It was not the easiest, though.
What other updates? Is that it?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Dude, come on. You see my list.
No, but some of that stuff is not valid.
I've already checked off the stuff that you don't think is valid.
It's like we're playing Boggle and you're just making up words.
I really love the Festival of Fantasy Parade, too.
That's a fun one. The first time we saw the dragon, I was like, whoa.
I know. Is the time we took that one-day trip to Disney with Amy.
Can't get into it right now. It's too long of a story.
No, I'm not going to get into that, but Amy's my sister. And we were sitting in Cosmic Rays.
You
And
saw a dragon breathing fire.
yeah, we saw the dragon breathing fire. And we were just like, what the hell is that? Like, what is going on
There's some
over there?
steampunk dragon just blowing fire outside. What is going
over
on?
there. And it was
In
so
100-degree weather.
Yeah. It was, I love that parade. And I'm so glad they brought it back, post pandemic and reopening and everything. I was really worried about it.
It's better at night.
I don't think you're going to agree with this one.
Yeah, I'm probably not.
When they changed the Haunted Mansion Spiders room to the staircase.
You think that's an upgrade?
I think that's an upgrade.
Oh, no, I
it's
think so too.
Oh,
Even though
okay.
I don't love that
I
staircase
don't love that
room.
room.
But the spider thing was just, I don't like spiders. So it's like,
Well, it also just looked like the Halloween spiders you buy at the store.
yeah. I mean, if you know me, you know my thoughts on spiders. Fuck spiders.
One of the biggest things, mobile order.
Oh, mobile order is the, if I
you're
can,
not
if
using mobile
I don't
order,
have to
you're a
talk to
moron.
someone, that's the best invention to me. Mobile ordering for Starbucks, they're like, oh, we're going to do this in Disney too. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to explain an order.
Yes, mobile order is
Mobile
quite
order.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that now you can order allergen options on the mobile order too.
Yeah, there's
That's
quite an
very helpful.
evolution with the the allergies.
Yes. I think the DAS update, the Disability Access Services update that they made when they launched Genie Plus is really good. So previously with disability services, once you get that like on your account and everything, you would actually have to go up to each ride to get a return time for it. And now with the update, what they have is so 60 days or 30 days from your arrival, you can
30 days, half that.
you can get an interview with a cast member, and they can go ahead and preview for a disability pass if you need one, and go ahead and get like some fast passes on your thing for you and your party. And then when you actually get to the park, you can start actually just like scheduling the disability passes from your phone and not having to actually go up to each ride to get a return time. So I think that is wonderful and very helpful.
Yeah. And we get to the end. Stop.
Next update, Liberty Inn to Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
Oh, that
and
is a
Epcot
big,
America
that's
Pavilion.
a big upgrade.
Huge. Liberty Inn was just standard
It's
Disney
like
quick
burgers
servers.
and chicken fingers,
Yeah.
and you're like, guys, I can get this.
And Regal Eagle
Anywhere.
Smokehouse, it's all barbecue
Pretty
now.
good.
It is, I think, some of the best barbecue I've ever had.
Also, you get Muppets merch, so win-win.
Actually,
win.
they don't have like the shirt I was wearing earlier today. They don't have that anymore. They don't have the hats anymore. So we're lucky.
Maybe
with
they're
that
making
goes.
different ones.
I hope so. I also like that they got rid of on Kilimanjaro Safaris the whole poacher thing, the whole poaching.
Oh yeah. That was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
Didn't like the bridge move and stuff. They're like, oh, poachers
Yeah.
are here. I'm like, why is the bridge moving though?
yeah. It's like on the safari you used to like just be on normal safari, and then they get a radio call
can
that
see
there are
remnants of
poachers
it.
in the area, and like you have to take off on the bus and try to go catch them and stuff. And it's just, it was. I think the first few times fun, but then it just became very cheesy very quickly. Now they don't have that. Now they do just speak to poaching and how bad it is. And I think that's probably
still see,
more
like,
effective.
remnants of it,
Yes,
though,
you
but-
can. And the bridge does still move.
I guess.
The added water stations throughout the park.
Sure.
What, that you can just like stick your water bottle there and refill it?
Yep.
I think that's wonderful.
I mean, there's a cool one in Galaxy's Edge that has like an eyeball that comes out.
I mean, we've been talking about that for years, that they should have those, and they finally do. And now you're just like, yep.
I don't ever see him.
Coco update and PhilharMagic.
Ooh, yeah, that one's solid.
That one gives me emotions.
It makes me want them to upgrade more of it to add more new things
Yeah.
because that part looks so good.
All right, moving on from the Coco update.
Ciao, ciao.
Are you gonna allow me to say
Probably not.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure?
And that's a ride.
Okay,
There's nothing there.
I'm
If there's
just
nothing there
checking.
and they make a ride, that doesn't count.
Okay.
That's making a ride.
All right, I want to include that.
Mm-hmm.
Tower of Terror randomization.
Oh yeah, you had to do that.
Yeah, you know how it used to just like you drop, and then you drop,
You got drop,
and then you drop,
drop,
and
drop.
now it's all random. That's wonderful.
It's good.
Memento Mori.
Oh yeah, that's like it was a glaring like gap right there of like, hey, you know, people like Haunted Mansion. Let's not sell the merchandise though. And then they're like, oh wait, everyone loves Haunted Mansion and everyone wants tons of merchandise. We can make more money on this ride? That's weird. Get your head out of your ass.
Remember when they first started kind of having Haunted Mansion merchandise? We got like our Haunted Mansion wine glasses, the black ones with the wallpaper.
No, you still have those somehow.
Katie broke like two. Or she broke one and you
Putting
broke
her,
one.
putting her on blast.
and-
Also, we just figured out that there's interactive elements in the store. After going there for like
Oh,
10
yeah.
years, we realized that the painting changed, and you can knock on the painting, and it knocks back. And there's like spirits in like the bell jars
Jars,
in the
yeah.
corners, and there's also the mirror has like Leota show up in it. These are all things that I never knew, and I feel silly for not knowing them.
Well, and I think that just proves a good point of you can go to Disney a billion times and still not do or know everything. You know, always changing.
Always.
And just always something new. Last on my list is the Skyliner.
Oh yeah.
We have not ridden it.
Like we're like, yep, that's it. And that's it for this episode.
But I love the idea behind it.
I like the ideas.
I like that it adds transportation, and I always loved the
original Dangerous
the
versions.
buckets. Yeah.
The ones we saw like in the restaurant, they were like they had no siding.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
jump
yes.
out of them.
Yeah.
And I think someone did jump out, and they're like, we should probably get rid of these.
Well, they said it was
So it broke
unrelated for the
down.
reason that they got rid of them. I
They-
just
so
remember
they were
the line
fine
for
with that?
always being so long, and where one of the places to get on was in Tomorrowland, like I think it's like above the bathrooms.
You wanted to buy like Rapunzel's bathroom.
Yes, that is where the exit was. They like changed it from that to Rapunzel's bathrooms. All right, do you have anything to add
I don't think
that
so.
I didn't go over?
I don't have that many things that I'm just like, these are great updates. I have a lot of things that were bad updates. That's all she wrote, guys. Until next time.
And-
Tours on us.